Like honestly, that's the one solid argument I've heard for it is like, I don't want to actually have to work with them to make money off them. I want them to just sign up under my pyramid, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie.
On Twitch.
Yeah. However, I can't sell my soul, bro. When there's thousands and thousands of people pushing the same fucking name, it's like, how much impact do you have over people's impression of that name? Like, I am one of 10 agents that push.
I mean, how much impact do you have over people's impression of the name regardless?
Of my name? I have full control.
Not of their impression. You have no control of how they perceive.
Hey, the way that I act or present myself makes a huge. You're right. Like I could think I sound cool, and they're like, "This guy's a dickhead." But at least it's
what a loser. Yeah.
It's not like some other dickhead just ruined it for all of us before I get there. Which is why I left my first brokerage. Which, by the way, my first broker was an awesome guy. I still got none but respect for him. However, when you have hundreds of agents, impressions are being made about the company as a whole that you weren't there. You have no fucking idea how people are presenting themselves. And so often I would say, "Oh yeah, I'm with this group," and I just get a look or a reaction. And it has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the broker. It's like certain agents were just leaving bad impressions. And even when they were leaving good ones, it was like, I don't even like taking compliments if I don't deserve them. Like,
so do you have like if I work at the what's the real estate group called?
Deal Smith Realty.
So if I work for Deal Smith Realty and I went to the website and I clicked join the team, submitted the app, now I'm working here. What is the process of, okay, I done got drunk at the event, I'm upside down on the table with my boxes hanging out, like, you said you hired? That's exactly what we looking for. All right, well, I'll switch it then. If something that you would perceive to be embarrassing, like, is it like a chastising kind of thing?
I can fire people. Is that what you're asking?
I mean, I guess I'm asking if it's like, do you get a chance to be able to correct, or are you just out of there?
You can't. So, in order to join a brokerage, a broker has to accept full liability for what you do. And there's an online process that's regulated by TREC. And the thing is, when most people join a brokerage, they have no idea who their actual broker is. Like, it's somebody that was down to take a cut and say, yeah, you're working under them. They usually don't even know who that is. But with my size of business, it's like no one's just sneaking by. I actually had an application come in. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. And then I didn't say nothing, and then a friend on Facebook, and I don't say that to say we're not friends, but like, not close enough friends for him to
not a friend in the sense of friend, but in the sense of like person that
we're cool,
on Facebook,
but not cool enough for him to just assume that he's like, hey, my buddy, he wanted to get on there just so he can get MLS access because we're doing this thing. I'm like, no,
right?
Like that's my livelihood, my license, my liability. No, it's not happening. So for anyone to get on at the brokerage, I have to physically go on there and approve or request them, and so I got to approve.
So you kind of nip it in the bud. You like, we don't really have to do too much chastising because we already making sure.
Yeah, like I know them all personally before they come on, and we'll probably get to a level at some point where it's like I got my head people in a city or a market, and they're making those judgment calls. But I don't ever want to be in a place where people can just sign up, you know, like most of the big boxes would. It's like someone, not necessarily invite only, but at least fucking conversation about it. So I don't care if you do big volume, it's preferred obviously. I don't care if you do huge volume. I don't care if you're older, younger, color, background, whatever the fuck. I care if you're a decent person. And if you're gonna be out there trashing our name, you know? If you're trying to take advantage of people, like, you're not gonna do it under my name.
Yeah, man, I've worked at some shops, bro. And when I opened my own shop, they're like, finally I can get tatted by you. And I'm like, what you mean? They're like, oh, I wasn't going over there.
Yeah.
But I fuck with you, but I'm not going over there.
Bro, and like that's killer to me.
Yeah.
Like I would give up, you know, the 3 freebies that would come along with selling my soul for knowing that everything that does come my way is because I deserve it, you know? The good and the bad.
But the selling the soul thing to me is be like, bro, for that's it? Not even that much.
Right?
Hell, you have $400,000 I punch my mama.
Grammy.
Bro, what?
I at least need a Grammy. I'm playing. I wouldn't sell for shit.
That's crazy. A Grammy is hilarious.
It's more realistic about what people do it for, but nah, bro. I don't need fame. I don't need recognition. I want to feel like my time here on earth is spent having positive impact on the people that I can. Mostly my family, right? And friends and people who trust in me in some way. And the general public is cool too. But I spent my first 20 years in a different headspace of all me.
Yeah.
You know?
You think the kids changed that for you?
I mean, even after my first kid was born, I think I was still a shithead for a year or two.
Well, I mean, I say kids.
Yeah, it has that, probably age in general, and then psychedelics, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you step outside yourself and examine how you are and how you're interacting with the world. That shit'll humble you real quick.
What kind of psychedelics? DMT or?
DMT was probably the most profound, but honestly, the journey started with mushrooms. Like
the shroomies.
I always talk about you have epiphanies, and usually it's just like you trip out about like what you're doing or like who you think you are and whatnot, and it makes you second guess it. You can't just live in your ego. Step outside of it for a second.
The shroomies are definitely something.
You finally came around to that, huh?
Yeah, I've done it a few times. The first time I took like a 3-5.
Damn.
And it was kind of a lot. It was like a very introspective fucking 12 hours.
Yeah.
But after that, I just took a little bit.
Look at yourself for potentially the first time in that light, right?
No, I think I'm pretty like the other artists. He call me a ponderer. I think I'm pretty like I think about that type of stuff anyway. But it definitely helped. I don't know if it was like a literal thing when we see things differently with the shrooms, but it was like a
partially
like
you go into
like
third person perspective a little bit, and like I remember the first time I did shrooms, we were at a beach house and we were there on vacation, and so were the people next to us. And I'm sitting out there smoking cigarettes. That's how you know it's forever ago. I'm smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, what are they doing? I wonder what they're doing. And I go on this trip in my head about like, whatever the answer to that is, what they're doing to me, that determines who they are.
Whatever they were doing right then?
Right. Like my perspective of them would be based on what they're doing.
That one moment.
And therefore, what you do determines who you are. And so if everything you do is for yourself, you are a selfish asshole. And that's what I was. Until I had that realization and started doing shit for other people.
But you was over there on them not Scrooge. What's the night before? What is that? The Christmas special where they see the 3 ghosts?
That is Scrooge, no?
That Scrooge? You was like a Scrooge shit,
yeah.
Boy. That's dope. Shrooms for me, like the first time I had shrooms, artistically it changed a lot for me. I'll say that. I did see like that mural artistically. Like that mural, bro. Have you been seeing all this? Speaking of autism, I think they finna drop a new drug. I think they're ADHD and autism right now.
They're expanding the spectrum to where you and I would be considered slightly autistic.
Because then, do you have autism? You need this drug.
Yeah.
That's the soft
It
ones.
could be part of it. They just want to fucking label anything. But I've been knowing that. If you can be my friend for this long, you're definitely autistic, bro. That's okay.
I guess. I ate the shrooms. First of all, a big mistake. I ate the shrooms at like midnight because I've been tatting all day. And so I eat them and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna trip. So I sat on the couch and I just remember I had some grapes, bro. I was fucking them up. Like the grapes was so good, but I didn't realize that it hit. So I'm just sitting there watching, you ever seen Umbrella Academy on Netflix?
Yeah.
So I'm watching that and it was the new season. This is when it was. Jay had just dropped that new season. And I'm watching and their faces are melting and shit. I'm like, boy, they going crazy this season, boy. They got some new shit. And then I realized, oh, no, the shrooms hitting. And then the rest of it after that was just like, I don't even remember. Like, it was just like, yeah, you had that whole different mind space for sure. But I know I didn't go to sleep. And I ended up waiting until like the next day. It's like at noon the next day. And then I realized, the liquor store is back open. I'm finna go get something to drink and go to sleep. And then I drank and went to sleep. Because I could not sleep, bro.
Yeah. Like, no, when you start a trip.
And I'm sitting there smoking all my weed. The weed don't mean nothing. It ain't doing nothing. It reminded me of like an Adderall from the college days.
In a way, yeah, I can see that. But for people who haven't done it, they always think it's just like you go into, because to try to portray it on TV, it's all about visual, and it's like, oh, you're sitting there strapped into this ride and things are happening. Like, yeah, the visuals
like Doctor Strange. You seen Doctor Strange?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's more about like the way that you're perceiving things, and like through all of it, even though the world's trippy to you, your subconscious starts like thinking about stuff in a different way, and then all of a sudden something will hit you of like I'm an asshole. That was my first epiphany.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. But I wasn't like looking for it. I was literally just sitting out there smoking like, oh,
you was out there looking for the enemy, and you're like, wait a minute, and you walked upon a mirror.
Oh man.
The whole time. It was that sounds like a movie.